Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory go to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Basham Yahushai, Basham Rahar Kwadash. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahushai is the name of His only begotten Son, whom the world in ignorance calls God and Jesus Christ. Double honor unto the apostles, the elders, the elder bishops and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And I thought it was true. Salutations to the Siachim out there that are waking up the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. To all your brothers and sisters out there that believe in Yahweh, Basham Yahushai, to all y'all say Shalom. So yeah, this is going to be another one. It's going to be concerning the devil and their limited charm. You understand? Because they know this thing is just circling the drain, so to say, is going down. This whole world is just totally wicked, and you see the people are just mad, in the sense of, not being right in the head, not playing with a full deck, blasted up with medication and all types of demons on them because they do wickedly, they are not upright. The spirit of this devil, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is not upright in him. It's lifted up and is not upright in him. So he's proud and he's a damn demon. You understand? Of course, when you read certain scriptures, it's about us, like, in John 8 and 44, but you can also throw it upon this damn devil. Because they are the ones that, according to Ephesians chapter 2, you see also that they follow after the spirit of the prince of the power of the air, which is Satan. They are the children of disobedience now, because we, the righteous among Israel, the true Hebrew Israelites, not these damn small hats, because these are a bunch of Satan worshippers. You see that this is what they worship. These Edomites, these Idumeans. You understand? So we going into Ecclesiastes 12, verse 1. Remember Yahweh in your youth. So remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. You need to get to the Lord betimes. Get to the Lord now. Seek him while he yet may be found. Not wait and then, you already get to the point of, man, I don't want to be here anymore. Of course, it's a thing that a lot of people go through. But you need to go into Yahweh Basham Yoshai right now, ASAP, man. Get in, we see the videos, don't put off from day to day neither. You understand? Get to the Lord, get it while the getting is good, and it's always good, but while you still can't. That's really what it is, because the Lord, He's gonna shut the door on you, man. So whilst the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, and the sun and the moon often in the scriptures go into the wisdom also, because these devils, their light is going to be taken away. They are now the so-called Illuminati. When you go into, they're being called Lucifer in Isaiah 14, the light bearer, because these devils have the knowledge. They have all types of wicked devices, wicked plans, concerning, taking down a lot of people, especially our people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because they know who we are. They have our artifacts, they have history, they have the world in their hand right now, because the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, He gave the world to, the rulership of this earth to the damn Esau, the Edomites, the devil. You understand? So for our punishment, we are given into their hands. Because there's no worse punishment to be like under the rules of a violent piece of dung that is also stupid as hell. And you see it in everything. How they speak, how they act at the job and at school and gym, you name it. They never really get things right. And when you go there, they might have something you think, oh yeah, that's a good way to do it. And then you start to figure things out. You be like, hey, it's more efficient to do it like this. And they start to hate on you and, push you back and talk shit about you because they're the slanderer. If you look up the word devil, it goes to slanderer and one that chooses to side with Satan, that opposes the Heavenly Father, So we need to keep the Lord, his commandments. If you love me, keep my commandments. Also here in verse 13, but I already read it in the previous video. So, you can pause and read it for yourself. But, and the door shall be shut in the streets. Asalaki, verse 3, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease. You see grind, and yeah, this song from clips back in the day, getting that working, and this in races and not that street work and all that, being a bunch of grimy 2/3 out there that the Lord's gonna just sweep off the streets, man, with nuclear missiles, man, and with all types of judgments. If he's really fed up with you, then he will take you out, earlier. I want to say eerder because it's Dutch for earlier, so he will take you out, man. But if you get right, you can go from the streets to, to a righteous man. We all been somewhere. Not everyone's been like in the streets like that, but, we all did our dirt, our dirt upon us, because none is able to stand in the sight of the Lord when it comes to, if we gonna count the sins and all that, hey, the Lord could already just eradicate us for all our wickedness. But through the blood of Yahushua, through the sacrifice of Yahushua, we have been, reconciled with the Lord, and it wasn't appeasing sacrifice to the Lord, a propitiation. It was the Lord Yahushua made it good. He made it good with his sacrifice. He made us acceptable again into the eyes of the Lord Yahweh. You understand? So in the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and who are the keepers of the house? If you go and check this world out, you see that things are being pushed in direction. Even now with the games, you see that everything is ubiquitous, it's connected. You don't have anything physical. They want you in electric cars. They want your if you play on these consoles, and really that's a funny word to look up, by the way. But I really wanted to go in this first. The word the keepers of the house goes into economy because it's going to crash, and you see it already that these devils want to bring it into a one world government in one system, so everyone could be basically getting their penalties for going against them. Oh, you didn't meet, your carbon, pollution basically is up to such and such. You're going to be stripped of certain perks and certain. Your restaurant trips are going to be taken off the list today of this week because you've been out too much in the streets already, and you didn't do this, that, and the third, or you watched the wrong channel, or you said something and we picked it up through the microphone, because now they're even telling people here. There was like a clip showing that people with the cameras in the dashboard and all that are being checked so that they keep their hands. They wanted to put a new rule up, a new law that you can't have your hands on the lower parts of the steering wheel anymore. But if that's true, I don't know. But what I do know is they put the cameras in the new cars to watch you so they can see what you're doing, know where you are, know how or what you're saying and what your face was looking like, if you're serious or you were like, really in it, or you might be radicalizing, right in front of our eyes. These devils, you know how they are. They're always nosy, so they want to check everything. You understand? So they're doing it with bad intentions. The Lord is watching over you with good intentions. So there's a difference. So even if his judgment might seem harsh for someone else, but the Lord won't take someone out for nothing, man. It is always with a proper reason. Yes, young and old. Because when you come back here, after death cometh the judgment. Then you're going to live out your sentence here on the place under the sun. On the place under the sun. And it's just the place of judgment according to Ecclesiastes 3:16. So economy goes to household management, from Latin economia, source of French economy, Spanish economia, German economy, from Greek oikonomia, household management. Oikos, world, oikos. So basically the world, the management of the world, basically, man. But yeah, it says here oikonomia, household management, thrift. From oikonomos, manager, steward. From oikos, house, abode, dwelling. You see, there it already goes. And cognate with Latin vicus, district, vicinus. You have Vinicius, looks, that the Asherite soccer player. It almost is like that name, but it's not the same. But near, Old English, dwelling, village. So you see here from weak, clan, nomos, managing. So household management. And this is what this devil is doing right now. You see? So goes into frugality. But basically that's the point I wanted to get. And what was that? What else did I wanted to get? Let me see. But yeah, I'm gonna just go on then, because I can't remember the word that I wanted to look up. But yeah, I just wanna keep it short and to the point. Disarm, of course. So in the day, in Ecclesiastes 12 and 3, Salakia, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, because the job's going to be out the window too, man. And those that look out of the windows be darkened. So, you have a bright future ahead of you, son. No, not anymore. You don't see, the future's going to be dark. It's not going to be looking good anymore. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. Like the nigga said in the UK. So, and the door shall be shut in the street when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. You already see it right now. The daughters of music shall be brought low, grinding. Work is going to cease, man. That great city, which they call America today. The scriptures talk about that great city. People doing merchandise and all that with this damn devil. It's going to be a wrap, man. In Revelation 18, you can read that. The merchants shall wail because of her, man. They shall mourn, because all the beauty, all the things that they have done, because the whore had these pearls, man, all the costliness in America, the pearls, all the beauty was up for grabs, and now it stops. Why? Because the Lord smoked the place because of their wickedness. And everything will cease because the stars shall fall out of heaven. These devils will be placed out of their place of luxury, lavish living, living it up, never working a day in their lives. These devils are going to be slaves carrying our sons and daughters, like the book of Isaiah states. You understand? So this is just the beginning of them falling down. You see that this devil, the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. Let me see. There's a few scriptures. Job chapter 12. Oh, let me see. Let me see. Job chapter 14, verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So the Lord knows exactly how long this is going to be, because Yahweh Shai said in the book of Acts, it is not for him to tell, when his return is going to be. The Lord knows. The Heavenly Father knows. Only he knows the time. So with this devil, Esau, he thinks he's going to, his houses will continue forever, like the book of Psalms states, Psalms 49 and 11. But he is not going to rule long. And the elites know. That's why they making haste. Revelation 12:12. The devil know that he had but a short time. That's why he's coming down with great wrath. So that's Esau, Edom. The ones that are siding with Satan, going against the Lord. And who are the ones that promoting 666 everywhere? Who are the ones that are promoting, you see the Epstein things going on. Who are the ones that are up there, man? It's these people. You understand? It's them, man. They, them, as they call themselves. Yeah, they, them, because they have multiple demons on them. That's why you can call them. Even Legion say, we are many. So, hey, that's just his cousin out there, man, with colored hair and all that, man. These people are insane, man. Mad. So, here have the word diabolos in Revelation 12:12, prone to slander, slanderous, accusing falsely, a calumniator, so one that comes up with false charges to defame you, false accuser, slanderer, metaphorically applied to a man who, by opposing the cause of the Heavenly Father and said to act the part of the devil, of the devil. So he is the fleshly counterpart. He does the bidding, the wicked works in the flesh for Satan or to side with him. You see? That's why you see 666, they're hailing him and all that. They're all about wickedness, man. These devils. Single eyes open, everything. Of course, this is BS, but this is what they put out there. Satan is also one of the angels of the Lord, one of the sons of the Lord. Job chapter 2. The sons of the Most High came to present themselves in front of the Lord, and Satan among them was, Satan was also among them. So if he was among the sons, you already know he's a son. He's created by the Lord. So you understand? The Lord is in total control. When you see that the devil and his angels will fight in Revelation 12, it's about this devil, and his angels are his soldiers. His ministers, his servants, his army. So when you look at this, you see they're all about Baphomet. That's why I see cross-dressing, it's off the charts, man. It's just madness. So These devils, they are not going to rule very long, man. Job chapter 20, verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of a hypocrite but for a moment. So it's going to be a small time that he's going to live it up. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the crown. So he might have all the things going on right now. He thinks he's something also. And he got this tech, his left-hand side, spiritual wickedness, through his sacrifices, everything's coming out now. Because the Lord, everything that's done in darkness shall be brought to light. All the things that are secret shall be proclaimed openly, man. These devils are being exposed. So it doesn't matter if they lie or not. They have the technology, money, or whatever power. Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung, like his own shit. He's going to perish. He's not going to be seen anymore. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yeah, he shall be chased away as a vision in the night, like a dream. He's going to be gone. What was that dream? Oh no, let's get on with the day. That's what's going to happen. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more. No more, man. Neither shall his place any more behold him. So it's going to be done. Esau's going to be, eradicated after the 1,000 years of slavery, because he that leadeth into captivity must go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the faith and the patience of the saints. To roughly paraphrase Revelation chapter 13 and 10. You understand? So all that you see now is going to circle down the drain. They make everything ubiquitous. The computers, even at PlayStation and all that, and all these consoles, making everything electronic, because the games hold value. You can resell them, but now online, what you going to do? It's their property. Oh, you're being banned. That's what they're going to do with your electric vehicle. That's what they're going to do with the RFID chip. When you are not listening, oh, you can't enter through your house. Motherfuckers didn't pay you. You can't pay your bills, or you're in a dispute or whatever. Okay, but you on a certain list, so you can't enter into the building. These females might use that against people, that they can't enter and see their children and all that. They can flip things around. They be like, okay, it sounds interesting. All right. Yeah, I don't want a nigga at the door anyway. I don't want to see, if he ain't bringing that paper. It's these, you're going to be troubled many years, man. So basically, you can go on, but desire y'all will edify with this. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rachak Wadash. Double honor to the apostles, elder bishops, and elders of Great Millstone and rule well in the daughters of truth. Salutations to the Achim out there that are fellow laborers, man, that are pushing this doctrine. And to all y'all brothers and sisters out there that believe in Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. To all of y'all say shalom.